So let's talk about selling clothing to clothing stores, clothing distribution, and working with distributors and so forth, and what you're going to have to deal with clothing products. So first of all, clothing is tricky in that it depends on your type of clothing. So you have products that are mid-tier priced and high-end priced, and obviously there's the cheaper stuff. So part of it is what type of stores do you want to sell to based on your product, and which stores based on your pricing, and not necessarily what it is, if it's fashion or not, will determine how much effort you put into this. So let me explain. So you can sell your product, your clothing product, to a local store. That requires you simply to get in your car, go to your local store, and try to get the owner to buy your product from you. That's one way to do it. Or you can work with a distribution company that can help you with that. There are third-party companies who have already set up and established retailers that they sell to, and you can work with them. When you sell to the local stores, it depends on your pricing and so forth, what type of clothing stores you want to sell to. So that's number one. Find the clothing stores that can afford you, or work with a distributor on the local level. And that requires you typically to have it set up beautifully. And a lot of times distributors are looking for people who've already been selling the products places. So I call it products. Clothing is products to me. So really, ultimately, it means that you want to work with a distributor, make sure you have some sales, because they usually don't answer the phone until you show proof of sales. So that's something to consider there. Now, if you want to go to the clothing retailers that are larger, maybe they have 50 or more stores they're responsible for, they have more skin in the game with working with you, meaning that they really care about you being able to mass produce the product, and then also how you're going to distribute it is based on that as well. So let me explain. So there are some clothing stores that are for fashion and junior products, or just fashion in general, or Missy products. There's a lot of different clothing, obviously, that you can sell to. My recommendation is to choose whether or not you want to go the local route or the 50 or more store route. That's when I break it out into those different segments. 50 or more stores they're responsible for. It's much more corporate. They have buyers. They care about your manufacturing, as mentioned. They care about your pricing based on the retailer. So you have to choose which retailers you want to sell to, create a really long list, and try to go after them and try to get a few of them to say yes to your product, so that the ones that rejected you will find out later on that someone picked up your product. So if you get rejected, just put them on the rejection list, come back to them after you get some successes. They're looking for successes. These clothing companies are seeing a lot of different products and so forth. So what we're dealing with is whether or not you are going to be willing to learn how to actually get your product sold places with these bigger clothing retailers. They want some proof of success in order to succeed with you. If you want to work with a distributor who can sell to these, I would call them chain stores or retailers that have a lot of stores, they are also looking for proof of sales, which can be disheartening. However, you can go to trade shows, or you can learn how to pitch them. We actually walk people through how to approach, pitch, and sell to department stores and fashion retailers, whatever type of retailers is for your clothing product. That's listed on retailmba.com. We are a consultancy. We are a generalized consultancy. We work with products in every product category. We've had a lot of people succeed with their clothing and different products there. And we teach you how to work with distributors and so forth. There's a lot to work with in that case. So if you want to sell to the clothing stores that have more stores, you're dealing with one buyer who buys for all their stores typically. Now, there are ones that are hyper-focused on just clothing. There's ones that just have a clothing section in their store. The one that has a clothing section in their store, but it's not their primary thing that they sell, those require you to just know that there's a lot of competition. They have a lot less space in their store for your product. And so that means that there's just more competition with the retailer who just has a small section in their store for clothing. And so the reason I say that is you'll get rejected more by those stores until you get a yes, and then you got to go back to the ones that said no to you. And it's a domino effect. Once these retailers say yes to your product, then you go back to the ones that say no, and that's how it builds up. They get excited when they see proof. There's a lot of clothes out there. You're in a competitive space. Now, how you sell to these retailers depend on how you want to make money. There are two ways to sell to these retailers. It's either you sell your product with your name on it to them, or you sell to them under your own private label brand. Now, I know I'm throwing a lot of information at you, but it all adds up to a personality thing, and also what you're willing to do, and also what the reality is for clothing. Whether or not it's fashion or not, Missy or Junior, we're all dealing with the same kind of stuff with clothing. Let me explain. When it comes to clothing and selling to them, if you want to sell your product with your name on it, there's not that many stores that are willing to do that, but you can, and that would be the smaller stores. If you really want to put your name out there, then that would be the boutiques and all these types of things. If you want to sell to the retailers, unless it's super high end, a lot of times they'll force you to put it under their brand name. Now that's a business decision, because you can say no, you could just not go after that market. When it's under their name, it's called private label or company owned. Those are typically the common names for that. Now, that means that they are going to tell you that your name is no longer in existence, but you're actually selling your product to them. There are buyers who buy for products with your brand on it, and then there are buyers who buy private label products at most stores, chain stores, bigger stores. You need to choose, are you willing to not have your name on the tag or whatever it is? And if that's okay for you, then you can have a lot more opportunity, because there's a lot of retailers that sell clothing products. So again, part of your thinking is, what do I want and what I'm willing to do? If you want private label and you're willing to sell to the retailers that way, there are strategies to sell to those types of retailers. We create these video trainings to get you to think about what it is that you want, and then once you choose, we can help you build out your strategy and what words to use based on that retailer. For instance, if you're selling to individual stores, that's something that is not as complicated, and you tend to not have to deal with private label. The bigger the store, a lot of them have to do with private label. That's, again, something that you're going to have to choose. If you want private label, there are buyers who buy private label products, and those buyers specifically are looking for people like you, and they're not usually making it the products themselves. They're usually buying it from somebody like you. They're buying from a manufacturer, and they're putting the products in stores, which is exciting. They'll tell you where to go get the tags for your product or the packaging, and they'll ultimately direct you there if they decide to pick up your product, and it's many millions of dollars. The great news about clothing is there's a lot of ways to sell to them, which is why they have countless books on clothing and countless distributors who you can work with. And hopefully I gave you an essence of what's going on in that space. And then from there, you can choose, what do I want? Do I want to work with the retailers that don't have as much clothing in their stores, but I don't care? And am I willing to do a private label? Then that's a strategy. That's one way to make money. Then you create a story to get them excited, versus someone who is selling their own branded product, and that's a different person to sell to, and so forth. And if you want to learn how to do all that, again, go to retailmba.com. We have a program called Retail MBA that explains all the nuances and will help you get there. Karen Waksman, Retail MBA. I hope this makes sense. Thanks so much.